Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. I don't even feel like that, like, whoa. You ain't even see my stacks, like, whoa. We up on the sea, but that's my bow. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, wish that I care, but I don't. And I swear, if you want, we can flow. Coming ready for the smoke. Murder, she wrote, but I don't even dare. I got places to go, coming ready for the show. Sacred the goat, we got royal affairs. We gon' win on the low, coming ready for the glow. You taking notes, have a seat, take a chair. You may think that we cold, coming ready for the snow. Try to bear the weight, but it's too heavy. Try to get away, but it's too deadly. Gotta keep it sharp, so we stay edgy. Can I get ahead, so we stay ready? Coming at me, that sad, that's joke. I cannot believe these lies, I'm woke. All that agree, but why you broke? When y'all need, come get your folk. I actually soar over these waves. When I get paid, I gotta know people to pay, places to go. Watch what you say, watch what you coming at me like that, like, whoa. I don't even feel like that, like, whoa. You ain't even see my stacks, like, whoa. We up on the sea, but that's my bow. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, I don't ever sit back, I'ma go and get that. I just wanna give back, people call me Big Black. I just got my whip back, asked me when I got here, told her that I've been back. Brought a couple wins back, double cup of no act. I don't really have beef, but I'm still a Big Mac. And you know I got green, now we bridging the gap. Flow with me and my team, cause we know how to scrap when you making a scene. Came up from the dirt, yeah, I know my worth. No, I will not sell. Niggas gotta work. Do not kiss and tell. No, I do not serve. But I'll ride these waves. So get up off my turf. I actually soar over these waves. When I get paid, I gotta know people to pay, places to go. Watch what you say, watch what you coming at me like that, like, whoa. I don't even feel like that, like, whoa. You ain't even see my stacks, like, whoa. We up on the sea, but that's my bow. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like, whoa. Coming at me like that, like.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
It is actually exhausting being someone who talks about anti-fatness frequently.
Then shut your mouth.
Let's dance.
Tyrannical talk.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Fucking people.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testing, testing. Test, 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 testing, testing, testicles, testing, testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 21 Hundo and Schneindiocho of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pincast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustles, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 Flexing on all.
Fucking Kelly 1, It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah. Well, what's going on? How we doing? Mark, Tyler, Lacey, Isaiah, Darth, Jen, Pandemonium, Brian. What's up, Glowing Artiste? Josh, we found the tyrannical tuck. Did we fucking ever?
There's tiny tuck, typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
If you're just listening to the audio cast, you miss out on the intros that we do on the live stream show. And this time we figured out, I think we finally figured out what the tyrannical tuck was. But shh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. They have to come and watch the stream to find out what the actual tyrannical tuck was. I think we figured it out. Hashtag Goro. Fam, we have a great show today. It is Fef, so let's get a round of applause for Fef McPfefferstein. Now, for those of you that might be new to our Fefcast, can we all drop in the comments below? What does Fef mean to you? What does Fef mean to you? Delete, unfollow, unfriend, cut out all the noise, but what have you done to celebrate Fef today? What are you going to do to celebrate Fef tomorrow, today, tonight, right now, the next day, the day after? It's Friday the 13th, and we're going to make some sick fucking gains. I don't believe in those stupid stitions. I believe in the Daily Swole, some salty sack, and a little bit of Swole fam. That's what I believe in. That's what I believe in.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Tyler, great question. How's your thyroid doing? Are you talking about my thyroid? Oh, my thyroid's great. My thyroid's doing just fine. Just fine. All right, let's get into that tip. We'll get into a couple announcements. Drop in the comments down below what you are doing to celebrate Fef and what Fef means to you. We are going to talk about everything we have going on in just a few moments, but let's summon the Falcon and get today's party started. Here we go. Valk. Nailed it. All right, call me Cake. Be careful. Don't tell Tess Holiday. She might eat it. She might eat it. She might eat it.
That's a huge bitch.
All right, call me Cake. Now, if you missed yesterday's episode, you don't have the context, but you have to go listen to it. You have to go listen to yesterday's Mancast. If you didn't, you're doing yourself a disservice because yesterday will blow your fucking mind. Today's hashtag, call me Cake.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
Do any of you have different layers or flavors to your particular gender? If you do, you might be a cake. You might be a fucking cake. So there's that.
You switch the samples.
Someone switched the samples. This makes me very, 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 very pro-abortion. I mean, it might have solved us a lot of headaches coming up in the next few years, but it's too late. Too late. I know. All right. Yeah, no layers here. It's called being swole. Anyway, call me Cake. It's funny because it's absolutely insane. Hashtag call me Cake for a chance to win today's amazing fucking swole card. Let's talk about what we got going on after today's episode, fam. Shortly, we got a little bit of an abbreviated show. We're going to get into it because we have to go overtime, and overtime are our bonus segments. For members, hell yeah, swolenormousx.com. So you still have a chance to join right now. It's available with all memberships. You get access to all our private live streams. But we are going live for overtime. We got a bunch of brand new edits that we're going to drop, brand new uncensored content. We got a couple throwbacks, and we got some balls deep, extra salty sack for the fam. So we are going to go into that right after we give away today's Swole card. So make sure that you are ready. We go live inside Swole TV and also inside the private Telegram chat, so you can watch it wherever you want. It's going to be delicious. Overtime is going to be delicious. Not only that, fam, not tomorrow, but tomorrow at midnight, technically tomorrow. So like almost just a little bit more than a day. We got Papa Swolio's signature series dropping 5/15/22 at midnight on Saturday night. Midnight, it goes live. So you can purchase for just 24 hours from midnight to midnight all Sunday. Throughout the entire day of episode 2200, Papa Swolio's signature series. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. It always is, and it always will be, and it's always going to be fucking awesome. I promise you. I promise you. I wouldn't surprise you with anything less than something fucking awesome. So for those of you that jumped on P3S1, P3S2, add it to your collection. If you're brand new, jump on P3S3. This is going to go, there's no shortage of signature series apparel, and the ideas that we have are fucking sick. So we're just getting started. It's going to be legit. So P3S3 drops 5/15/22, and don't worry, I will let you know where and when you can purchase it. And remember, inside, if you're a member, you'll have a link. I'll send you a Swole text. I'm not going to send it to you tonight at midnight, or tomorrow night, but I will send you a Swole text on Sunday as a reminder. And of course, I'll talk about it during the show and put the button also available on your homepage when you log in. All right. Let's see here. Nick, any P3S3 hints? No. Sorry. Come on.
I got hairy legs.
No. Maybe if Grandpa Brandon shaves his legs, maybe, but let's get into that tip, fam. No surprises, no little hints, no hints. You'll have to find out with everyone else. Here we go, fam. Drum roll, moisturize, gonna touch it. Oh yeah, babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Yeah. All right. Let's see. swolenormousx.com to join the fam today, because also, oh my God, the ball's deep. It's tough. It's tough sometimes to figure out what goes into overtime, because the content is it's bad enough as it is. It's like the stuff we got going on today. This could easily be overtime. This is going to be fucking insane. Oh my God. I just saw one of the stories that we're covering today is, oof. First post here from the Swole fam from Ben. Hey fam, finally bit the bullet and signed up fully. And I'm starting on the 90-day dash and the nutrition aspect, but I have a question. I know it's said to use grass-fed beef as it's the best source, but as someone who has a bunch of meat in the freezer and wanting to go through that first, do you think it'll have a changed impact? The meat I currently have is free range and non-medicated. That's usually what I buy, so I can only assume that they were also grass-fed, but they were probably also on feed while alive. I want to be as faithful to this as possible, but also don't want to throw out steaks if I can still utilize them for now. Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of... I don't go through and just trashing your stuff, but I mean, you might want to cycle through that if you want. I mean, it's still good to stock up on grass-fed beef now while the prices are relatively decent, just because of pending shortages potentially. It depends on what food you're eating. I think there's going to be more shortages from the garbage food, which is actually going to be, unfortunately, that's going to affect, lower income people that are living paycheck to paycheck, but it's going to affect the unknowledgeable and the unhealthy first, right? You're going to have the grains that are not available and the cereals and that kind of shit, which honestly, you shouldn't be eating anyway. But at the same time, some people don't know any better, and that's all they're going to be eating. But don't worry, I don't think fast food's going to go anywhere. I think those stocks and those kinds of things are going to go straight to the moon. You're going to always be able to get your McDonald's whenever you want. Just saying. But anyway, I would recommend, getting your grass-fed beef. Personally, I do think there's a huge difference, and there's a huge difference in taste and quality and how you feel. Some people do, just so you know, Ben, just so you know, some people do have allergic reactions to low quality chicken or beef because they have allergic reactions to the grain and to what those animals were fed. So I'm not saying that's your situation. I would be more on the side of start fresh if you had severe autoimmune issues. So if you have serious autoimmune issues, you're dealing with a lot of, I would definitely make sure that you get the highest quality possible. Just add some grass-fed organs in there, liver, bone marrow, heart, if you can, with supplements or with fresh organs. So it depends. The more serious you have to take, you should always take an elimination diet seriously. And I appreciate the fact that you want to take it seriously. But if you have a lot of autoimmune issues, you obviously need to be very, very much more vigilant than someone who might be like, hey, I'm trying to tighten things up and really customize and do it properly, rather than I have lupus, I have crazy arthritis, I have a lot of autoimmune issues. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on your situation, but it sounds like you can work through that, or sell it to someone on the cheap and get yourself some grass-fed beef, but top it off. Fill up your freezer, the rest of your freezer with grass-fed beef, because you'll eat it eventually once you get through it. All right, Brandy. My Publix has White Oak Pastures grass-fed ground beef, so breakfast today is grass-fed ground beef, sweet potato, grass-fed butter on preheat 2 this week for Scorched Earth. Finished yoga day with a 25-pound ruck around the neighborhood, getting creative to make up for the lack of physicality in my job now. Hashtag go to the fucking gym. Good for you. Fuck yeah! Brandy, putting in the work. Hey, you know, if you're limited and you know that you're walking less, you're getting less stress, good for you for adding the rest of that. I mean, that's training. That's training. Take it out on your body with your training session. So good for you. How you should do it. Let's see. Joanne, poster from Joanne. Sometimes it's hard to get up. Sometimes my brain tries to trick me and tell me I don't want to, but I have never regretted going to the gym at 4:30 a.m. Goddamn, if that's not what's up. Sure, you're never going to regret a workout. If you get injured, you might be thinking, shit, I should have warmed up more, but you're never going to do a workout and think, I shouldn't have done that. You're always going to have regrets, but you've heard the phrase, you'll never regret a workout. I think you can regret a workout, but in all reality, you're always going to feel better. Even if you're a little bit tired and you're dragging ass and you think, maybe I shouldn't go because I didn't get quite enough sleep. In other words, just adjust your training. Doesn't mean it has to be a PR day. Doesn't have to be the hardest workout you've ever done. But more often than not, when you don't feel like working out and you start warming up, you start getting into it, you will have that burst and that surge of just wanting to crush it, and you'll have an amazing workout. So you have to give yourself that opportunity. Remember what I always say, if you want to be consistent, which is pillar number 7, you need to give yourself that opportunity to be consistent. You can't be consistent if you don't give yourself the opportunity. If you don't go to the gym, you're not going to have any workout, let alone a good one. So in order to have a great workout, you have to go have a workout, right? You have to get to the gym. You have to set up your gym or prepare to train at home, whatever it is, going to the gym or bringing your food with you. If you don't give yourself that opportunity, you'll never have a good workout. You won't have a workout period, but you get my point. You have to actually, all the foundations. So it's that mindset. And here's the thing, there's enough in your life that's going to interrupt your flow. There are enough things, there are enough variables in the world and in life to set you back already, to make it inconvenient. In other words, get out of your own fucking way, because there's enough in life that's going to set you back. You don't need to add to the plate. You don't need to add, well, I don't feel like it, or maybe I can just skip today. You don't need to add your own fucking excuses to just the roll of the dice with life. It's going to fuck you up more often than not. It's going to get in your way. There's things that are going to make it inconvenient as is. Don't make it worse for yourself. In other words, get your ass to the fucking gym and let life try to drag you down. Go fucking get it. There's enough out there. There's enough issues. There are enough bumps in the road. Like, why dig a ditch? Why add potholes to an already shitty road? Let's take a post here from Veal. Mace bell and kettlebell workout. That stuff hits hard. And we got some in another language. I'm assuming it's like a heart rate or something like that. Very nice. Good for you. Excellent. Love to see it. We got a post here from Maddie. Hey fam, I have exciting news. Kettlebell and mace bells are fire, by the way. Get yours today. I have exciting news. After a rough year, I won't go into it right now. I've been getting back on track with my health and fitness. My boyfriend's young cousin, 16 years old, has expressed interest in wanting to get into fitness. He's homeschooled, and I don't think he's really had any experience with the gym or working out. I offered to start taking him with me when I go to the gym. I'm excited to help, but I have never really done something like this. Do you guys have any tips or resources I could share with him to help him on his journey? I want to make sure not to push him too fast so he keeps going with it. Thanks, guys. Maddie. Yeah, it's a tough one since you're not a qualified personal trainer or something like that. You can definitely overdo it with someone. My boyfriend's young cousin has expressed interest. Taking him to the gym, that's risky because someone can get, really injured. You have to be very careful bringing someone to the gym. But I would just have him do whatever you're doing. Bottom line, it's going to be a great start. One, don't train him to failure. Don't have him do anything to failure. Have him do like 1 or 2 sets per body part. So what's safe is if you know what you're doing and you know what you're doing in terms of your form, just have him copy what you're doing. Don't like try to get fancy. Don't try to have him do things that you're not familiar with. Just have him do something nice and comfortable. Show him. He can just, copy you and you're having a nice conversation. Just here's the thing. Don't go into this workout expecting for you to get an amazing workout. In other words, it's going to be about him. So understand if you're going to the gym with him, this is going to be something like you're not going to be focused on your own training the same way. So you have to be careful. Remember, it's about him. Don't allow this to be a training session for you and he gets caught up in it and does too much. So I would just have him do a set or two of something very light. Better, some great advice. Better to have him do lightweight or weight that's way too light than weight that's way too heavy. Understand? It's a coordination. Trust me, the first time I ever worked out, it was brutal. It was brutal. Did way too much working to failure. My tendons in my arms. I couldn't straighten my arms for like 2 or 3 weeks. Literally, my arms were just like locked at like 90 degrees. It was extremely painful. Painful in the sense that I just couldn't move them. I was like, shit, I'm never gonna be able to straighten my arm again. It was just a lot of inflammation. First time I ever trained, I trained hard. Fucking obviously. Fucking Swole, baby. So I would say just take it nice and easy. Just have him do what you're doing and keep it minimal. Just don't push to failure. That's the worst thing. When you first start. Lila. So, weird things I've noticed this year. When I started my journey into fitness, my mindset was completely different. I thought there would be an ending point and I'd just go back to what I was doing before. Yep, I was stupid. It led me to try numerous different crash diets and different fad workouts. I'd lose weight in waves, plateau, and quit and then repeat. The funny thing is, during that time, I lost the most weight, approximately 50 pounds. 2 years ago, I fell in love with lifting. I started listening to podcasts, reading books, and absorbing every bit of info I could. I don't see an endpoint in sight because this is for life. In those 2 years, another 30 pounds have come off, but I see more change to my body than ever. I'm more confident and care less about the bullshit going on around me. I am the fittest I've ever been, and that rubs some of my family the wrong way. I want to be around like-minded people and continue to improve and gain more knowledge. I want to continue to work smarter and not be so reactionary in situations. The small, consistent changes often result in the better outcomes. Crush it today, fam. Hashtag fuck average. Yay. Bye. Good for you. Yeah, don't beat yourself up. It's not being stupid, but yeah, there is no endpoint. Doing this fitness thing is for life. And most people just think of it as some kind of shortcut to see a certain number on the scale, but it's absolutely for life. Thank you for sharing, Lila. Appreciate it. All right, fam, knowledge cock time. Dun, 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 dun. If you got questions, drop them in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. And remember, we'll get into some balls deep content shortly, and then we are going into overtime. So you still have time, if you're not yet a member, to join. You can get access to all our private live streams with all memberships. And I am pushing this in your face again because it is happening right after today's live stream. So we'll be finishing up here in a little bit and we're going right into overtime. So make sure you are ready for that. It's going to be fire. We got some new drops. It's going to be legit. All right, let's see. First question. Dino Lapham or Dean Olapham or Dea Nolapham or D Ianolapham. All right, Dean. Papa, I've been training hard, but had torn my rotator cuff. What's best to train while I heal? Oof. Sounds like leg day every day, bruh. You've torn your rotator cuff. Depends on how bad the tear is. I don't know if you have therapists or an orthopedist or you had to get it reattached or is this like a 2nd degree tear? Depends on what it is. You might want to look in as long as you're medically cleared for it, doing things like dead hangs, doing posterior rotator cuff work, depending on what part of your rotator cuff was damaged. Otherwise, just default to the therapist if you are working with some. Sorry to hear that. If you don't have, I don't know if you have a rotator cuff sling, just make sure that you have a pad under your arm. A lot of people put their arms in a sling. It's pinned to their body. It's good to have a pad under your arm to keep the humeral head at a better angle in your shoulder joint. Aside from that, the best to train while I heal, make sure your diet's on point. Get plenty of bone broth in and collagen. It's great for repair. Get quality sleep. You could do cold plunge. You could do sauna. You can do leg work. You can do mobility. I would work on mobility and stuff in your lower body at least. That way you're not getting stiff and sedentary. Your upper body might get a little bit stiff and tight. Just be mindful of when you have an injury with a rotator cuff, you're going to bias all your strength to the other arm. For example, if you hurt your right arm, you're going to use your left arm a lot more, and that can lead to some overuse injuries. So just be mindful of that. A lot of times people will hurt one side and then lean or favor the other side just because when you're reaching for things, you're not going to use your arm that's in a sling or the arm that was injured and you're just not using it as much. So make sure that you are aware that you can get overuse injuries. So warming up the rotator cuff on your other arm, making sure you're practicing mobility on that side. And then once your injured arm gets better, you need to bring that back up so you're balanced on both sides. You're not twisting too much because you can have issues translating to the obliques and stuff too, because you might be rotating a certain way on repeat over time. Tyler, would I be able to make a homemade mace bell if I don't have access to one? You got to be careful with that. I mean, if you don't have access to one, then you don't have access to one. I'd be very careful making your own mace because if you don't do the right sizing and the right balance, you could hurt yourself or you can just fucking whack yourself. I don't know how you're going to make a homemade mace, but you can do it with, they have adjustable maces. So I would look into those. You can get one that you can adjust with plates. So it might be 40, 50 bucks. It's like a pipe and you put some like 1-inch plates or something on the end of it. So you can get maces where you can just add 2.5 or 5 pounds at a time. So they have maces that you can use with plates. So the shape is relative. It doesn't have to be an even ball, but it's going to be uneven. If it's a sword or an axe or something, don't do it because of the sharp edges. But I'm saying is if you have an uneven top part, you got to be careful you don't clip yourself. Yeah, don't do it with an axe or anything like that. But you know what I'm saying? Just save up and get one. I don't know how you would make one though. Medicine shroom. Obviously smoking isn't great, but will getting stoned before working out have negative impacts? I know some people like to do it. Will have negative impacts. It could, if you are like, if you're getting fucking destroyed, you're not going to have good balance or necessarily good coordination. You might be sloppy and not paying attention, but some people might feel more relaxed in the zone. I mean, everyone's got their thing, but you should be able to work plenty fine without any of that. Otherwise, that's a crutch. Matt Aoki, Papa Swole, what's your opinion on BCAA powders? Also, do I attempt a new bench PR today? I'm not going to tell you about the PR. That depends on your training programming and if you actually are preparing for that. People often don't realize that you have to train for a PR. Don't just like get there and try to max out. So I don't know what a PR means. A 1 rep, that's very high risk. I never did 1 rep. I think I might have only done it once in my life. 1 rep PRs, but do like a 3 or 4 rep PR. That's safer. My opinion on BCAAs, waste of money, not necessary. It really depends on what your nutrition is like too, though. I don't use them, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, take them. It's mostly nonsense. There might be specific situations where someone that's like in a hospital bed or someone that's very limited with mobility or it depends on maybe like a recovery situation, but I haven't taken them a long time. I don't see any downside to it. I eat plenty of protein. Nico in the Telegram chat, Papa Soy, what do you think of pork? Is it as good a protein source as beef? No, I've got this question a bunch recently. It's higher in linoleic acid. Monogastric animals usually are. So, I mean, I have some heritage breed pastured pork in terms of bacon now and again, but I don't eat it all the time. I prefer grass-fed beef. So not to the same level, higher in omega-6s. All right, let's see here. We'll take 1 or 2 more questions, and then we'll get right into some balls deep content, and then we'll hit into overtime as well. Remember, we'll do on Sunday, we'll do tons of Q&A with Sunday Funday Q&A-ness. So if you don't get your question answered today or tomorrow, Sunday, we'll just take tons of questions. Okay, Mark. Papa Swole, I have certain members at my gym who constantly bug the hell out of me because, quote, I lift too loud. I told them to fuck off multiple times. That's good. One of them actually sat on my deadlift bar with their arms crossed Pop, I'm trying not to get kicked out of the gym because I do have quality people I vibe with there. What do I do that won't land me in jail? This really happened? Because I saw this on a video once. Like, there's a guy who did this on, like, YouTube once. I would talk to the management. Talk to the management. Don't get involved. Don't get into a fight with a member. Don't get in a fight with anyone. And don't go to jail. That's stupid. Because you don't know if someone's caring. You don't know what someone's capable of. And people are not mentally sane today. Don't aggravate it. Talk to the management. Because if you're deadlifting too loud, I don't know what that means. Like if you're yelling or you're dropping the weight, is it a deadlift platform or are you just deadlifting freestyle in the gym? Because if there's a platform for deadlifting, then that's what it's for. I would just talk to the management and say you're getting harassed by other members. Let them handle it. It's their responsibility, not yours. Or go to a different gym that doesn't suck a huge dick. If you're deadlifting a lot, you might want to look into a powerlifting gym. Twisted Yoga Girl, Papa Swole, lately I've been working on getting into shadow boxing. Is it possible to add a lightweight to make the movement more challenging, or should I just add shadow boxing in with an upper body routine? Lightweight? You mean like wrist weights? I think that'd be all right. It depends on what you're doing it for. I would be very careful. A lot of times movements like that, when you have even lightweight, like the jerky movement can really it puts a lot more pressure on your connective tissue and your tendons than most people realize. It also depends on where you're putting that weight. So if anything, make it very, very light. Like they have gloves like that. They have gloves that might have like a 1/4 pound or something like that in the knuckles or the wrist. Just very, very light. You don't need like 5-pound dumbbells or something like that. Yeah, not really. It's not my thing, but you might also like to get into things like battle rope if you like that kind of stuff. A little bit more. It depends on what you're doing it for. Nick, have you ever tried grass-fed beef bacon? I have. It's a much different flavor. It's not bad. I do love pork bacon though. Let's see here. Tyler, have you ever been self-conscious about filming yourself in the gym when you're in a public gym, or you just don't give a fuck? Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan. I don't like filming myself, period. I don't like filming myself, ironically, right? I don't like filming myself train. I don't like the distraction, but I had to. So when I was training at the gym, I did it now. I do it now too. But I do it because I have to in terms of recording content, but I don't like to. Self-conscious, it's like, yeah, you get over that at first. But when I was doing it mostly in a public gym, when I was doing it, it was very early on. It wasn't a lot of people. Now everyone films everything all the time. So it's a lot more common. But when I was doing it like in 2016, 2017, 2018, most people were just kind of, it wasn't a common thing to do as it is now. But yeah, you get used to it. What I did was I had a little camera. I still have it. I just don't use the same camera. But I have it right here. I had a camera and then I had a magnet. So I would magnet to any kind of like metal frame. So I'd magnetize. I'd just like stick it to the squat rack. It was great. It's great. All right, let's see two more questions. Luke Will 87, Papa Swole, I travel for work and have a hard time finding available quality food. Any advice? Depends on how you travel for work. Prepare it and bring it with you. Like if you're on a plane, make some. We make it ourselves. Grass-fed jerky. So make my own jerky. You have the same camera? Which one? I've had that for like 5 years. Make your own grass-fed beef jerky. And bring your food. What you might not realize if you're talking about, I don't know how you're traveling. If you're traveling in a car, then that's the easiest thing. You make it and bring it with you. You can get a cooler. You can get a cooler that you can plug into your cigarette lighter, or you have a power inverter. So it's a cooler that will actually stay cold just with like electricity. So if you're at a hotel room, you have your own, you don't have to worry about them having a fridge. So you can prepare the food in advance and bring it with you. If you're on a plane, you could bring tons of food on a plane. You could bring hard-boiled eggs. You could bring grass-fed beef, tons of like in containers. I used to bring 10, 15 pounds of food with me, like in bags, in those like canvas bags. So I used to bring a ton of food. And you could freeze it in advance. Like if you could freeze it in advance, then bring it on the plane, and then it'll be like still cold by the time you get there. And if you have a freezer or if you have like a hot plate, it depends on, you know, what your traveling situation is. David, would I be interested in doing interviews or collaboration videos again? No, not really. We talked about that recently. What do you mean by like an interview? Not really. I think we talked about that recently. I just don't really care. Unless it's members of the Swole fam. Like I don't like, how'd you get into fitness and for anyone, I just don't really, not really into it. Not my thing. But I do love Swole calls. I do love Swole calls and talking to all you beaches and the round tables and stuff and getting to know your stories. But in terms of like other creators or whatever you want to call people, not really super interested in collabs. It depends on the context though. I'm not against something like that, but I don't have any like interest like, oh yeah, I can't wait to do more. Yeah. Aaron, are there any restaurants you will eat at? It depends. It's like sushi or fish or something. Maybe I will. It depends on the restaurant. Like, what do they have there? Yeah, we have Swole calls. We have some online. I have a lot on the audio experience, like throwback ones, but we'll have a lot. We have more planned on the way. Yeah, restaurants depends on it depends on what's in there, right? It depends on what's in the restaurant. Like, what do they sell? Sometimes some restaurants have grass-fed beef and they have like steaks and they make food like that, or they'll have buffalo burgers or something like that. So, but I mean, I just don't have any interest. Like, I don't want to go out to eat. It has to be very specific. I'll go out and get like oysters or sushi or crabs or something that I would make at home. But I have no interest in going out and getting a steak somewhere. I fucking have a whole freezer full of steak. Like, I don't want to go and eat someone's lesser quality meat. It's made for me. It's like, great. Like it takes 2 seconds. Cooking steak is the easiest fucking thing. So when anyone complains about preparation, it takes 5 minutes, maybe. It really does. I mean, you bring it up to room temperature, you put some salt on it, throw some tallow in the pan. Psh, psh, it's fucking done. Food. It's fast food. Steak is so easy to cook. Ground beef, put it in the pan. It's done. You know, it depends on if you're trying to get fancy with. Otherwise, you're trying to get functional food that's going to go in your face hole. Make it functional. Tyler, do you think that buffets have some good quality beef? No. Otherwise, they wouldn't be giving you unlimited. Buffets in Vegas are pretty epic. So they have better quality food out there. But anything in mass quantities like that, everyone's trying to make a profit. Buffets, it has to be does the buffet have grass-fed beef? Like, is it quality? I don't know. I'm sure some buffet out there has grass-fed beef somewhere, but I doubt it. Steak is cake. Oh, yeah. I saw a picture of some kid that got a steak cake for his birthday, and it's like bacon and cake. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like, fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep.
All right, time to go balls deep. Good questions. We'll take more tomorrow, and of course, Sunday is our Q&A. Session, call me cake is our Swole card today. You don't get it? Watch yesterday's episode.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
If you don't know what this is all about, you got to go check out yesterday's episode. All right, first post today, or first story today. Get ready for this. Here we go. I'll leave this to you. Oh, God. Oh. Vomit in my mouth a little bit. All right. Here we go.
What's in the box?
I'm going to let you all figure this out. I'm going to let you all voice your opinion. I don't want to say anything about this. I'll read the title. Pregnant Trans Man stars in Calvin Klein Mother's Day ad. Okay, I guess I will say something about this. What better way to celebrate mom than an ad campaign with a pregnant transgender person selling underwear? Yeah, so what you're looking at is a man with a belly. So obviously it's not a man. Let's be honest here. It's a woman because men can't get pregnant. You can pretend to be a man. You can cut off your tits, have a beard. Gross. Like this, look, you can do whatever you want as long as you're happy, but I still have freedom, right? Do I have freedom to have an opinion? I think it's disgusting. This is gross. This makes me like severely like nauseous. Okay, but look, if that person's healthy, fine, power to him. I mean, I can still, if you can put an ad, look, if you can put an ad in my fucking face, if you can put this as an ad for Mother's Day, you sick fucks, I can have an opinion on it. I don't care how people want to live their life, but give me a fucking break. This is some twisted shit. Some twisted shit. Some twisted fucking shit. It's twisted shit. It's a woman. You know why? Because men can't get pregnant. Did you know that? Did you know that?
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Did you know that a man cannot get pregnant?
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Men can't have babies. It's not going to come out of their pee-pee tip. Clearly not a man. It's a woman that cut off her tits. And this is fucking gross, man. This year, allegedly in celebration of Mother's Day. Hey, guess what? Women, all those rights you fought for? Yeah. You want to be the same as men, do you? Okay, cool. We're getting rid of women. This is the elimination of women in our culture, by the way. This is the elimination of women. This year, allegedly in celebration of Mother's Day, clothing and lingerie brand Calvin Klein launched an ad campaign featuring Roberto Bete. You mean Roberta? A pregnant trans man. It's a woman. It's a woman. Like, just, this is the sick, twisted part. Because what you're doing is you're saying a pregnant trans man, which means a woman to man. I'm sorry, if you're pregnant, you're a woman. You're a woman. For real, you're a woman. This is how they're trying to fucking break apart the family. This is how they're trying to break apart and destroy women. This is what they're doing. And this is the way. You can say the word man if you put the word trans. Get the fuck out of here. You're not... I have eyes and ears. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. They think you're stupid. They think you're stupid. And their partner, a pregnant trans man and their partner and her partner. It's a woman because the woman is pregnant. It's not, look, it's okay. Let me set something else straight. The they them shit has to go. That has to fucking go. If you have multiple people in your brain, that's multiple personality. You think you're multiple people. You're a single person. As Jerry Seinfeld said in the show, right? I'm a single man. There are no other men attached to me. Or is that his stand-up? Single man. You're a person, individual. They is a plural. Okay? You're not a they. I will never say that. I will never say that about a single individual. If there's a group of people, I will refer to you as they because you're multiple. This is very, I'm talking to adults right now, making sure everyone's on the same page here. Calvin Klein's Instagram post, which launched the campaign, paid tribute, quote unquote, to mothers. Yeah, it said, fuck you, mothers. Men can be better mothers than you can be. And women everywhere by including a diverse carousel of images portraying the different aspects of motherhood. Yeah, no shit. No shit. A diverse, you call that diversity? Okay, that does not look like diversity to me. That looks like an extreme fringe. There's like maybe 3 people in the world that are doing that shit. That's not diverse. That's like one of those extreme outlier situations. According to the Argentinian outlet TN, the couple posed in the brand's underwear in which Roberto took advantage of the cameras to showcase their very pregnant belly. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Great Scott!
I can't do the plural shit for a single person. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's so fucking stupid. You're one person. Pick one. All right, you want to be a man? Like he. Then say he. You're already calling yourself a pregnant man. So like fucking, are you a man or not? You're a trans man. You're a man. Like, is that what you want to be called? A man? Either that or you're a woman, which you really are because you're pregnant. So fucking pick one. I'm not calling you they. Like, you're fucking both. Get the fuck out of here. Enough. Oh, Jesus. We got to read this more. The Instagram post includes and I'm not a hater. I'm not an evil person. I have so much hate for Roberto. I don't give a shit. Why is this in a Calvin Klein? This is weird. On Mother's Day, that's some twisted shit. That's some fucked up shit. Okay. And you're one person. Pick a single one. All right. You want to be something else? Fine. Like, I'm Papa Swole. I'm not a they. I'm an individual person. I'm a single person. I'm a one human. The Instagram post includes an unscientific quote, "You don't say," from Roberto, stating, quote, "We can reproduce biologically or from the heart."
Matt Damon.
Our role in the world is to love and be loved. Yikes. Yeah. To love and be loved. It's all about love, right? It's all about love and compassion. We can reproduce from the heart. Can we now? Ya don't say, laddie. You can produce from the heart. Reproduce. Here we go. This is from a quote from Steve. It's a tweet from Steven Crowder. "We have a huge baby formula shortage. The left says men are the root of all problems, so it's only fair to blame pregnant men, right? I wonder what Calvin Klein has to say about this." Steven Crowder is hilarious. Indeed. Indeed. Holy shit. On May 11th, after 12 hours of labor, Roberta, gave birth to a baby boy named Noah and took to Instagram to thank their wife. Oh my God, it's like a three-way. There's multiple people? How many people are in this polygamous relationship? For giving them the greatest gift everyone could receive, a son. Kind of bigoted of the couple to assume their baby's gender, if you ask us. Goddamn facts. So you can have a son. All right, enough. Let's move on. All right, anyone else get pregnant by a heart? Anyone else's heart? If your heart is ejaculating to someone's like vagina, I don't know. If you're like ejaculating into someone's heart, ooh, that cannot. How do you get in there? Like you go right for the circumflex artery, you just get the fuck in there, right? What is it? What do you think? Where would you enter the heart? Like the inferior vena cava or the inferior? Like, what's it going to be? Exciting. So many options. That's probably, or the aorta. That's where you're going to get the most size. You can get your fucking, you can just get maybe the tip in there. I don't know. It's not meant for it, but I mean, you get pregnant from the heart. I'm getting so stupid by the moment here. Let's quickly move on. Mental health. This one's from Jesse Nealand. Interesting. Mental health is part of health. That was actually words that were written. Mental health is part of health. Okay.
Just smile and wave, boys.
Not done yet.
Smile and wave.
Mental health is part of health, you don't say. So if you're struggling with a disordered relationship to food, exercise, weight, or body, the healthiest thing for you to do might be to give up all your, quote, healthy habits for a while.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
All right, give up your healthy habits, Jesse. Like, no one cares. Like, okay, yeah, give up your healthy habits. That's going to make you better. Good. Do it. You know what? Fuck it. Be fat. Everyone, fat positivity. Yeah, you can be healthy at every size. Eat McDonald's and Burger King. Just go eat it. Who cares anymore? Just do it. Keep giving me content. Oh my God. You want to kill yourself? Then go kill yourself. This is from Intuitive Eating Ireland. Boo. Anyone here from Ireland right now? Boo. Oh man, it's infecting all of you. It went from is like a lot of like England, right? Now it's in Ireland. It's in the United States. Fucking, oh my God.
I better use my strong hand.
It's bleeding over. Anyone here from Ireland? It's coming for you. There is a huge issue with people underestimating how much food we actually need to function optimally. So many people believe they're eating too much when in fact they're not eating near enough. Thanks, diet culture. Well, let me tell you something, Thunder Twat. They're eating way too many calories. They're getting nutrient devoid food. So yeah, you don't need as many calories actually if you're eating quality food. 1,800, 2,000. Well, when you're eating empty garbage, yeah, it's not going to be enough food. It's not about the macros, it's about the micros. Eat some grass-fed beef and some organ meats. Thank you. Bye-bye. 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 All right. So let's get a couple videos real quick, and then we got to go we got to go into overtime. So let's get into it. Pick a number 1, 2, 3, or 4. We got some good videos here. Let's go.
You need to stop being a lady. Quit
Pregnant
worrying.
men.
You'll be
Pregnant
back
men.
on your knees in no time.
Pregnant men. Pregnant men. Pregnant men. Oof. Did I say 1 through 4? I meant 1, 2, 3. Why is everyone saying 4? I must have said 4. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. TCAP with 3. TCAP with 3. I might have said 3. If I said 4, I must have said 1 through 4. Okay, so it was only 3 videos. So, all right. So TCAP says number 3. My heart got pregnant. Oh, that's fantastic. Good for you, TCAP. Good for you. My heart just got pregnant. All right, number 3, too big for Booth. Oh.
What's in the box?
I could have told you that. All right, from an account, Rachel's Rants. I'm sure you do rant. I'm sure you do complain about things.
Hi, Pales.
Oh,
Update.
Jesus.
So, was I completely broken up about not being able to fit?
What'd she say? Pails?
Hi, Pales. Update.
What's a pail?
So, was I completely broken up about not being able to fit comfortably in that booth? No. Was I super pissed off at the owners, management? Yes. Was I ashamed of my body? No.
You should have been. You should be. If you can't
Am
fit,
I fresh?
If you can't fit into a booth, let me tell you a story about booths. The last time I've been in a booth, the table was too far away for me to actually comfortably eat. I had to like sit halfway off the booth because it's supposed to fit someone with a massive fucking gut. I couldn't even sit comfortably. I couldn't lean back on the booth. I had to like sit up on the edge of like the booth seat in order to eat comfortably. God damn.
With myself? Yes. But I told Jason, I'm like, you know what? They don't. Am I frustrated with myself? Yes.
Right.
But I told Jason, I'm like, you know what? They don't even deserve our business. Let's fucking go somewhere else. Because in my opinion, that is just fat phobic.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm not that big because I'm big. I'm a big woman.
It goes unsaid. If you have trouble getting into a booth, you are morbidly obese and you have serious health complications. And if not, oh, it's imminent. It's imminent.
But come on. That was ridiculous. And one of my friends, Meg Fran, let me know, fuck fat phobia, fuck feeling bad about myself or my body.
You're wonderful the way you are. It's great to be morbidly obese. Yeah, you tell them, sis.
How about
you tell
fuck
yeah.
body positivity and let's just talk fat liberation. Right? Amen.
Wow. You made a video about that. That should have been left in drafts. Okay, let's do another one. Number 1 or number 2? That was gross. Wow, so righteous. What a good person. What a strong person. What a proud woman. Let's not talk about body positivity. Fucking fat liberation. Yeah, liberate you from a booth because you can't fit into a booth. It's a bench. It's a bench. Booths are massive. Let me tell you something. If you can't fit into a booth, you are morbidly obese and you need to get like inpatient care like immediately. All right, we got 2s across the board. Let's go Jen number 2. Chicks
will dig you. Or dudes or whatever gender thing you're into.
Jen number 2. This is called, oh my God, that's a tiny mic or a huge hand. I don't know if this is a tiny mic or a huge hand. It's called More Fat Phobia in Academia.
What's in the box?
Oh yeah.
Hello. Matza and I finished grad school yesterday, and because we don't know what to do with our lives, I wanted to talk a little bit about fat phobia in academia.
Oh God, is that a small mic or is that a regular sized microphone? That might be a regular sized microphone. That might be like a Shure 57, like 57 or M57, right? That might be a. The comments are hysterical.
While he sits in the background, being a cute little man.
That's a cat.
What is supposed to be a big celebratory moment for me, I didn't get to go to my undergrad ceremony for 2020 reasons. This is supposed to be a big deal for me, not just because it's my master's graduation, but annoying.
What'd you get your master's degree in? Oh, higher education, right? I wonder what you studied.
To people who know me in real life, I'm getting 2 master's degrees.
Oh, 2.
Which, if you have any guesses as to what my major was,
Gender
please drop it in the
studies?
comments below. Like, share, and subscribe.
Social, like anthropology or
but
something?
seriously, like, I'm curious. What kind of vibes do you think I give off? But
Gender studies?
when I got my
Queer
first
studies?
graduation gown, at my school at least they measure it by height, and immediately started a panic attack because it didn't fit. I am somewhere between 5'6" and 5'8", maybe 5'9", who knows. And the fact that, like, I could zip it up, but I knew for a fact I wouldn't be able to sit in it comfortably, was horrifying. I don't remember this being a problem in high school. Of course, I was thinner back then, which is fine, but that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, you shouldn't
you know,
be
like,
so
I shouldn't
obese.
have to choose
shouldn't be
between walking and being comfortable. I shouldn't have to.
That's your
No
choice.
one should have to forsake such a celebration of hard work.
That's your fucking problem. Look, if you don't take care of yourself, yes, you're going to be uncomfortable. Welcome to the world of being morbidly obese. There's a reason why it's called morbidly obese, because you're on the brink of death because you're so fat. Okay, let's continue.
Because of your body.
This is exhausting.
That shouldn't happen at all.
We're more than halfway
Ever.
through. Halfway, believe it or not. There's
And
more.
so it just reminded me of all what is now what became my least favorite part of the semester was the beginning, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to fit in the chairs that were provided. Most of them
Again, if you have issues with, if you have any kind of concern like, shit, I wonder if I'm going to fit in chairs. I wonder if I'm going to fit in chairs. If that crosses your brain, well, you know what to do.
high school were these ones, you know, with the tabletop and then the arms. And I have nerve damage in my hip. So the beginning of the semester was always...
I wonder why. Why? Tell us that story. Why do you have nerve damage in your hip when you're like 21, 22 years old?
Oh man, am I going to be in pain coming into class? Am I going to be able to be comfortable? Not even mentioning like general COVID fears, but now I have
You
to
should
worry
be
about
afraid
whether or not
because obesity is
I can
a
actually participate in class
major
comfortably
issue with
and not
COVID.
feel immense shame just because of my body. No one should be experiencing that. And so
Yes, shame is good. Shame is good. I say it all the time. Shame is good. You know why? Because it makes you recognize shit that you need to improve. I'm not like, and this does not mean, and people associate like shame, fat shame. He's like, I have to fucking beat myself. I'm a terrible person. I'm not saying anything about your morals. I'm not saying anything about, you know, whether you like comedy or something like that. You probably don't. You probably don't have a good sense of humor if you're bitching and moaning about it. But in other words, like people take this as like an individual attack on their identity. No, it's the excess of your consumption and your lack of initiative to take care of yourself and do the proper things. Like for fuck's sake, there should be shame. Shame is good. It makes you be like, you know what? You should be ashamed. You trashed your body and you're complaining about it. You should be doubly ashamed, but then you should take action and do something about it. It's all about what you do as a result. If you want to cry about it, there shouldn't be shame. People shouldn't be mean to me. You're being mean to yourself. It's all about how you take it. Everyone's going to say certain things. If what I'm saying right now offends you, that's because you're allowing yourself to be offended. It's just some dude on the internet. I'm just some dude on the internet. I just happen to be right. Like, you're not healthy, mentally or physically. And you have a couple degrees, great. Like, you're not, have fun trying to pay that back. Okay.
although I'm grateful that I'm graduating and I'm so excited.
What are your degrees?
That
What are they?
I finally have like some acknowledgement of the hard work that I've done over the past 7 years. I wish it wasn't like this. So, I don't know.
Don't vote. Don't vote.
If you have experiences with this,
Don't
I'd
do
love
it.
to hear them, because seeing other people talk about this online has made me feel less alone in that.
Oh.
And I'm hoping that maybe I can make more videos in the future that might be able to help other people feel less alone about other things too.
All right. She said.
Bye.
She said the quiet part out loud. All right. Exactly. Exactly. That's
Attacks
exactly
on me,
why people
quite
make
frankly,
these videos.
are attacks on science.
Septum piercings, colored hair, all this kind of virtue signaling. It's exactly why. You're desperate for love and attention. Yeah, alone out there. What are you fucking alone for? You're alone. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Come on now, fam. Come on, get your shit together.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball!
Fam, guess what? It is time for the fucking Swole card. You know the goddamn deal. You know the motherfucking deal. You know it.
Finish him!
get some fucking gorillas. Fam, it's time for overtime. We're going to give away today's Swole card in just a moment. Right now, you got a little bit of time. SwoleNormousX.com. You can go and head on over into the Swole Fam Telegram chat and also watch it inside Swole TV. So we are streaming now inside the Daily Swole Telegram chat for all overtime streams. So this will cut off after we give away today's Swole card. So you still have a chance to go join, get access. We're going live. We will stay live. And we got overtime coming. You ready, Beaches? You fucking ready? All right. Good shit. Let's get today's Swole card out to one of you sexy, sexy Beaches. Call me Cake. Who's it going to be? Call me Cake. Who wants a cake? Who wants a cake? Call me Cake. Call me Cake. Call me Cake.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
Oh, we got a winner, Courtney Sadler. Call her Cake. Your new nickname, Courtney, is Cake. All right, keep flexing that cake gender. Be careful. Congratulations, Courtney. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 20 Schwam 98 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. Congratulations, Courtney. Congratulations. All right, fam, it is time to nut this beesh, and it's time for fucking overtime. Oh, my thyroid. Forever Health and Wellness, you would have won today's Swole card, but your thyroid. Oh, your thyroid. Oh, no, your thyroid. All right, Courtney, your name is Cake. From now on, Courtney shall be known as Cake. Hello, Cake. All right, Cake. All right, I see a bunch of you popped in over there on the Daily Swole Telegram chat. Let's fucking go. We have amazing content for overtime. We got some brand new releases. We got a few brand new edits for Uncensored. We'll take some soundboard requests.
Mr. Strickland! I am the danger.
I see you, Beaches, in the Telegram chat. I see you, Beaches. Overtime going down. It's going to be fire. OT. OT. We fucking nailed it. We did it. We'd stay here live for the public, but my thyroid. I gotta go OT because of my thyroid. It's all about my thyroid. I got hairy legs.
I got hairy legs.
You too? You too, Brandon? You got hairy legs too?
You're insane, gold member.
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
It's a stutter. It's a stutter. It's not delusion. Oh, it's just a stutter.
I got hairy legs.
Who's got the cake? Oh, fuck it.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank
pause it.
addict.
Not yet. Hold on. I didn't mention that. Hold on. Ah, my God. All right. Get this fucking stuff off my screen. The nuts are still on the screen. The nuts are just still on the screen. What happened here? Swole Cardiska. Where are the nuts? All right, fam. Jeez, all the nuts and all the things are just everywhere. Fam, where is that? Bottom. Why is that thing there? All right, there we go. We got it. We got it now.
Matt Damon.
Corn Pop is a bad dude. Oh, Forever Health and Wellness. Damn it, I missed getting the Swole card because my thyroid. Oh, it was your thyroid. All right. Well, fam, we are going into overtime. So right now we're live inside Swole TV. We're also live in the Daily Swole Telegram chat. So shifting over right now, I'm going to take a little pee-pee. We'll play some tunes. So you got a minute or two to go over there. And we'll be back here tomorrow for episode 20 Schwam 99 for Swole Slut Saturday. So right now we got some brand new drops. It's going to be fire. We got a bunch of brand new edits that we're going to drop inside Uncensored. We're going to feature them all right here, right now inside overtime. See you tomorrow. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh, 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 oh. Out. Oh, 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 oh.
I just wanna win on the